Good morning. As you just saw, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, 23 degrees here in Arvada, Colorado, and we're going fishing. Heading down to Pueblo, fish with some of the boys, actually having a little unofficial, not club affiliated, a little winter derby. Calling this the first ever Colorado Kayak Winter Classic. We got 11 signed up as of last night. Might have a couple show up at the ramp. We'll see. Just a fun tournament. I actually made a little trophy for the deal, so should be super fun. No idea what the fishing's going to be like. It's supposed to be cold most of the day, but no snow, windy later, so that could get a little hairy, but we'll get in at least a few hours of fishing. So anyway, I'm just sitting here in the Flanner van, warming it up before making the 2-hour drive. So let's get this drive out of the way, get down there, say hi to the boys, then get out on the water and kick their butts. Perfect conditions for a winter derby. Let's freaking go. My fingerless? These are actually the best. I mean, once they get wet, they're shot, but... All right, Bricklin, your last one here. You gotta sing the national anthem. You got no gloves at all on you? Oh, dude, you gotta have something. Oh, yeah. You don't want to raw dog it in this 20-degree weather.
Thank you.
No problem.
You gonna go to Arizona?
Southerner?
Yeah.
All right, well, I really didn't get a whole lot of chesty footage on this trip, so I'm just gonna have to narrate along and let you know what was going on. And right here is right after launch, and I was just following Mick and Hammer because I thought they were going the same general direction I was. And then once I turned on my electronics, I realized they were going the exact opposite direction, and I didn't realize it because of all the fog. So I had to make a quick course correction and head over to my starting spot. So after a quick detour, I finally get back on track, and looks like I'm fishing shallow here, but I'm really not. Those are main lake points and bluffs, so it drops off pretty quick and gets deep. So I'm just starting off with something moving with a jerkbait. Spooky morning. Let's see if the fish want to play. Now I'm fishing an island that pretty much everybody knows about. That's the why I'm looking around, kind of curious why nobody else is starting out there. And I fished it for about a half hour and then gave up on it, honestly, a little bit too quickly, and you'll see why. See, here I already am, giving up on it and going back to some main lake points that I know about. And already dealing with frozen line guides. Look at that, what a mess. That's going to become a recurring theme here pretty soon. On this one, I even managed to somehow get my glove stuck in my line. Oh my god, what a mess. So annoying. And back at it. Just throwing a drop shot around now, slowing down a little bit. No bites on the drop shot, so back to a jerk bait. Cleaning the ice out of my line guides because they're just freezing up constantly. And this is actually about 3 hours in. My feet were just freezing. So I had to take a quick break to try to warm them up. I stupidly only wore one pair of wool socks under my boundary boots because I thought it was going to warm up quicker. Never did. Sun never came out. Never got above 28. Here I am rubbing some warm hands on my feet to try to get them warm up. Didn't really work all that well. But I had to try something because it was just too distracting having my feet frozen. So that was stop number one to warm up the feet. Back at it. Back to the drop shot. Back to dealing with bird's nests and tangles in my rods from frozen rods. Breaking off a bait here and having to retie a leader with frozen hands. That's always fun. Get myself a new Trocar TK150. Best drop shot hook out there, even if you are tying them with frozen hands. Dipping the rod back in the water to get the ice out because the water is actually warmer than the air. Oh, next cast after tying a new leader. Another wind knot or ice knot. I don't know what you want to call it, but it just kept happening on this one spin rod in particular. Tried to pull out the knot and just broke the line, so I had to tie in a new one. Awesome. And then not too long after tying on a new leader, hey, what do you know? Another bird's nest. Yeah, it was getting pretty frustrating at this point. This is a few hours in. This one was so bad I actually had to cut it out.
You going that way, or do you mind if I hop?
And my boy
Oh,
Jason
yeah.
Lovell
No,
was
go wherever
coming
we need.
by.
I'm untangling the whole
Told him,
mess
don't worry about me,
going on
dude.
here.
Go wherever you want. I'm not doing anything.
One of those days, huh?
Yep. So finally back to fishing. Back to trying to warm up my feet. Taking off my boots and trying to rub the hand warmers on them again, to no avail. Back to the knots in my line. What the? So frustrating. Back to trying to warm up my feet some more. And I'm still trying to power through, trying to fish in these conditions, but here's another knot in my line. Caught the rods behind me trying to get it out, and I'm just getting flustered now. Still not giving up though. Fishing way too shallow here though. That I know for sure. Again, it looks like I'm throwing at the bank, but it's pretty deep there. And here's where I finally decide, you know what, I gotta head back to the van and warm up. I'm not quitting. This is about 12:30, but I just had to get back to the van and warm up. So taking a quick break, turning on the heat in the van, get some feeling back in my toes. About a half hour later, I'm back at it. Try this again. So after getting all geared back up, see my buddy Chen is fishing right near where I was parked. He's fishing some tires that are right here in the marina. Decided to go say hi to him.
Go warm up for a little bit?
Yeah, dude, my feet were frozen. I couldn't even feel them. It was just so distracting.
Oh, no.
Should I even bother throwing anything at these tires? You seen anything?
Well, tires, I haven't seen them right under the tires, or like right next to the tires, but I've seen them with the cables tied down from the tires.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I made 1 or 2 casts at the tires here, but Chen had a few fish, so I didn't want to get in his way. We gave him the space and headed back out to the main lake points. Doing the usual stuff, throwing a drop shot, A-rig, jerkbait, tried a jig. I tried frickin' everything. I even started throwing it visible cover along the bank right here, just because that's what I usually do, even though I knew they were not shallow. I was just trying anything at this point, but was failing spectacularly. But I grinded it out till the last minute. I didn't give up early. I think by the end there were only 5 of us left that made it to the last buzzer. So eventually headed in, went to awards.
I didn't even get a trout.
That's all I got was trout.
Got nothing. Not a sniff. Not a follower. Nothing. I thought I found something over there, and I'm getting all excited because they're starting to react. And as soon as it hit, it goes 2 feet out of the water. Fucking trout.
Oh, shit. I thought this was going to be a lot bigger, honestly.
That's what she said.
All right, winner, the first ever annual, what'd we call it? Colorado Kayak Winter Classic.
Rough Rider bragging
something.
rights.
With 76 inches and 76.25.
Perfect.
Chen.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Cha-cha!
And big bass, 1650 or 1675?
Yeah, 1650?
16 and a half, I think.
16 and a half.
yeah,
Oh my god, my hands are so cold.
All right.
Hands are freezing, dude.
All right, that's a wrap on the first ever Colorado Kayak Winter Classic. As you saw, it was pretty tough for me, tough for a lot of guys. I didn't catch anything. A shout out to my boy Chen Char Lee. Go check him out on YouTube and Instagram at CX Angling. He's a hammer, awesome guy. He figured him out. My boy MC Hammer, Matt Collins, he also figured him out. He got his limit. He was the only other one to get a 5-fish limit. But it was tough. Tough conditions, tough equipment issues, but All that being said, all the frustration you saw from me out on the water with my lines freezing up and all that stuff, I still am glad I went. You know, still a better day than sitting around on the couch watching TV or doing housework. You know, it was awesome to get out and see the guys. Don't get to see them too much this time of year in the off season, so still a great time. Those of us who made it to the end, we went out and got some Mexican food afterwards, so totally worth going. I'm glad I did it. That's about it. Thanks as always for watching. I'll be back soon with some actual fish catching. If you like the content, give a like and subscribe. And until next time, get after them.